Welcome to Binge-Worthy Network. From her origins to some of the things that she owns and more, allow us to take a look at the 8 things that you did not know about Kim Kardashian. Number 8, her rise to fame didn't start with her family. It's easy to think that because her last name is Kardashian, that she was set for life in terms of all that she's accomplished. But honestly, that is not the case. While the Kardashians have arguably always been famous since the infamous O.J. Simpson trial, their Hollywood fame wasn't as big as you might have expected. Like many other famous families, they had to work hard to get the fame that they had. And for Kim Kardashian, that meant that she had to get her fame in her own way. Thankfully for her, she did have friends who were famous, and one of those friends was Paris Hilton. Yeah, that's Paris Hilton. Because when Paris was a megastar, thanks to The Simple Life, among other things, Kim Kardashian was not there just to be her best friend, but also as her fashion organizer. No, for real. She would help Paris pick out the outfits to wear and even design parts of her house and such. This led to Kim getting picked up by others for the same role, and she grew up in fame from there. A lot of other breaks have happened before her own reality series took off, but she can honestly say that Paris Hilton was the spark plug for her family's fame, and that's when she went on to go and build a career in Hollywood too. Number 7, she has a selfie-taking wax statue. No, I'm not making this up, but there is a bit of a logical explanation for why this exists. You see, there are certain places that decide to honor certain people once they reach a certain level of fame. One of them is Madame Tussauds Wax Museum in London. This place celebrates celebrities by making very realistic wax statues of them, which is cool. Kardashian recently got into the place, but with a whole new twist. They made it so that her wax statue could not only move around in a certain way, but could actually take selfies of herself. But wait, it gets even better. Because of the Kardashians' 3-second selfie rule, which says that you can't have more than 3 selfies in one area, the backdrop behind the Kim K statue will actually consistently change. And number 6, she once dated Michael Jackson's nephew. Now these 2 next entries on the list are a little controversial, but not in the way that you're thinking, because Kim K has never been afraid to use dating in order to get more famous, whether it's intentional or not. She once dated the nephew of the late legendary Michael Jackson. She dated TJ Jackson, and the 2 of them went out together for a few years before eventually breaking up. The relationship was said to have been a solid one, but after they broke up, Kim decided to get much more strategic on who she dated and how she went about them. And for number 5, she used relationships to get and stay famous. While it is true that Kim K is very happily married to Yeezy and has many kids with him, the road to marriage for her has been anything but typical or subtle. In fact, Kim K has married and divorced multiple times and has even used relationships to try to keep herself in the spotlight before. A great example is a relationship she had with Nick Lachey. The former singer from the 98 Degrees band had a very public marriage with Jessica Simpson, even having a successful reality show called The Newlyweds. But their marriage didn't last, and that meant that Nick was single, which Kim knew about, so they started to date. But not to the extent where she was going to marry him, but rather she recognized that she was fading in the socialite department while Nick's fame was at an all-time high because of the Newlyweds show. Kim took advantage of this, and Lachey himself admitted that she would call the paparazzi at times just so they would take pictures of them together and start the fame cycle up all over again. In one case, it was so clear that she did this because when they went to a movie together, no one was there to see them go in paparazzi-wise. Then, when it was over, Lachey and Kim walked out, and the photographers were all over them like piranhas. Another great example of this is Kris Humphries. The former NBA star brought Kim a lot of fame while he was somewhat of a big name NBA star. But when his starship started to fade, so did their relationship. And while the relationship breakup was all because of Kim, she framed it during one of the Keeping Up with the Kardashian episodes that Kris was treating her poorly, when that was not the case. Just goes to show you, when it comes to fame, Kim was willing to do anything and burn anyone to get it. And number 4, she's addicted to iced tea and equal sweetener. Yes, I know this sounds weird, but hey, some people have strange addictions when it comes to food and drinks. You may think that Kim does a lot of partying when she goes out because she's surrounded by alcohol, but Kim K was never like that. She's even gone record to say that she's abstained from it, with the exception of an occasional shot when she goes to Vegas. But when it comes to tea, yeah, she has a serious love for it. And I quote, "I used to drink a ton of iced tea, but I've cut back. I've had the craziest addiction to equal. I had to put 10 equals in every iced tea. I've trained myself to just do this once in a while, but I'm down to 3 equals at this point." Number 3, she hates cold jewelry. I don't know why you needed to know this fact, but Kim K apparently felt we needed to know this. So you can rightfully say that Kim Kardashian has a lot of jewelry. That's a known fact. But what you might not realize is before she actually puts it on, she runs a blow dryer over it. No, really, she said so herself. And I quote, "I can't stand putting on cold jewelry," end quote. She wrote, "It gives me the chills." Clearly, Kim, clearly. Number 2, she goes to the beach at certain times of the day. Given her love for her body and the fact that she no doubt loves swimwear, you would think that she would be a person that would love to go to the beach all the time, especially since she owns a private island along with her husband Kanye. But no, that's not the case, or at least not the way you think. Kim has admitted that she likes to go to the beach, but only at certain times of the day, specifically when the light is flattering and when she doesn't reveal certain body parts. I mean, I guess I understand that, but that would also mean that she rarely goes on the beach because I'm sure meeting those conditions isn't always easy. And number 1, she has gold toilets in her house. You can't make this stuff up. In 2013, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West decided that they were going to make sure that their house was stylish from the outside all the way to the bathroom. That's right, the bathroom. And I'm not talking about a nice tiling or exotic showers, which they certainly do have, but rather they wanted to have a very special, exotic, golden toilet. Oh, but not just one toilet. Oh no, they have 4 of them. 4. And the cost of these gold-plated toilets, 4 of them, is $750,000. Jesus Christmas. I mean, really, I get the desire to spend your money. I'll even acknowledge that the idea sounds cool on some level, but a gold-plated toilet? Wait, no, 4 gold-plated toilets? Why would you do that? Why would you need to do that? I mean, when you have an exorbitant amount of money, I guess you just have to come up with crazy ideas to spend it, and this is just one of them. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Also, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates. Take care.